start to get a right hemisphere that's not working well, I want you to think about this. A lot of people say, okay, one side of my brain is controlling this arm, so I have to lift this arm. Everyone thinks my right hemisphere is lifting my left arm. But a lot of the information before I do that actually has to come down on the same side. So the right side of my brain has to control what we call the shunt stabilizers on this side to stabilize my body before I make the movement. Because if I just do that, I would just fall over. So my brain has to prepare this side of my body. So lots of information comes down the same side first before I'll make a movement over there. Okay. So if my right hemisphere is weaker, it's not going to be inhibiting my flexors on this side as much. And we see a general pattern over and over again with people. Almost everybody in society is going to start having this. Their chest muscle is going to be a little tighter on the right side, and that's going to cause their hands to look like this on that side. You can see that? Instead of being down on my side, it's kind of turned in a bit like that. The other thing that might happen is their bicep might stay tight and they'll always bend like this. So there's some people, they're standing totally relaxed. Instead of their arm like this, it's always bent a little bit like that. That's their resting pattern. There's a bit of excessive tone in their bicep. And then on the same side, what happens is, just so I can give you a little caveat here. So when we're like this is our development. The arms and legs are kind of facing each other like this. Okay, they're both facing in. And then as we start to develop and go up, the bottom half of our body turns back the other way so the legs can go around. So when we look at the neurology, we kind of divide your body in half, and we call it the T6 or the sixth vertebrae. So above T6, this side is going to be inhibiting the front compartment, and below T6 is going to be inhibiting the back compartment so we can stay upright. Okay. So on the bottom side, what will happen is that instead of my feet being like this, the hamstring might pull that foot out to the side like that. So this person is going to have a tendency to have maybe calcific tendonitis because their arm is always tucked in like this. They might always have pulls on their bicep. These might be tight, and that might cause shoulder problems as well. They might end up having carpal tunnel on this side all the time because these flexors are always a bit tighter, causing imbalances here. And then they'll usually end up having hamstring pulls, calf problems, or ankle sprains on the same side. So that's when the right brain is weak. That's typically what might happen down the right side of the body. Okay.